Shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom. You are back again with your brew. That's me, Bine Shemayim, with another one. Once again, we back with another one. Without further ado, let's get into this video. This video, I'm going on YouTube, going on TikTok to debunk some stuff. There's videos of people on TikTok, and because of these videos, people have seen different maps and different things without real explanation. They skim over some of the most blatant details, and people think like Jerusalem and all of that other stuff was in America because of people like this. So without further ado, let's get into it, right? So we gonna go, where is it at? Right here.
Get these gems. Like the energy in here is just not right. So I want you to focus on one key thing. This is the ground plan.
See, you got to focus on what he's saying. We're going to go back and start it over so y'all can hear him clearly. But you got to focus on what it says, ground plan. This does not mean it was a literal map of the area in St. Louis in 1904. Understand that. This was a ground plan, something that was supposed to happen. A ground plan of the Louisiana Purchase Exposition, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Bussington and Skinner Stationery Company publishes, right? So this was somebody's plan or idea. This was not a real city that was here in the 1904. And that's what he's gonna make it like. But I wanted to stress that out first, because as you see the chats, they got all this ish. Flip flop, time, months, days, week, maps, directions, much more. Like, and these people, the alchemist, cosmic being. So you're pretty much saying you're God, cosmic, because that's what science would use to describe the godly stuff that they don't understand. And alchemist is science. So you're like a sorceress, goddess being. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful about these people. And then look at the chat. It says, yeah, they definitely banning TikTok. Good work, brother. So like, this is the reason they're banning TikTok? Says Jane Elliott said the map is a lie. The map is not a real map. Says this is why smart people say school doesn't matter at all. They do. It says all they do is teach us what they want us to know, not what's real. So they're literally, people are watching this video. This is what's so sad about TikTok though. People are, look, 150,000 hearts. I be talking about God. I'm not jealous of the brother. Do your thing. Like, I would be happier for you though if you just put up videos of what Jay say, of videos of mushrooms changing colors. Then you getting up here and spewing nonsense, right? Anyone notice that these TikToks are only showed at like 3 or 4 in the morning, never during the day? You see all these conspiracies. We're living in the upside down for real. We're living in the upside down for real. And why is it all our people? Never eat soggy waffles? I don't even understand what that means. It says, brother, Louisiana Purchase was in 1803. It says, laughing my ass off. That's the St. Louis World Fair in 1904. So you getting some pushback. So that's why I have no sense of direction. But a lot of people say, y'all, this is 1904 St. Louis World's Fair map. It's looking like a map of Epoch or Busch Gardens. Please be serious. You getting a pushback, but the fact that so many, it says, the fact that there are people actually eating this up, that's how I feel. The fact that people are actually on here eating it up says people have to research before they embarrass themselves. I've been saying the compass was flipped. My head is hurting. So like, been telling y'all, ain't a conspiracy anymore, huh? So see, these people literally believing. Says my car has a compass, and I always wondered why my compass read east when I was going west. Says So is no one familiar with the World Fair? So you got people actually on here like I say, re-popping up what other people have stated. I wonder what they said to her. He said dude thought Cali was just smack dab in the middle of nowhere. It's a map of the World's Fair. That's exactly a map of the World's Fair. Those are exhibits. Now it could be. I don't really know. I did some Googling and found that map, but I know for a fact it's not what was in Louisiana, in Missouri. Keyword exposition. That is true. All right, let's see. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video, y'all.
Get these gems.
Like the energy in here is just not right. So I want you to focus on one key thing.
Get these gems.
He said people being disrespectful to energy, not right. I don't know if that's true, but let me tell you, the way this dude freestyled with this story, I don't know, man. It's like the little boy, it's like the boy who cried wolf. It's hard to believe you once you be freestyling, making up stories. Let's get it going.
Like the energy in here is just not right. So I want you to focus on one key thing. This is the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now first look at the look at that. You see how the south is up north and the north is down south, and the west is east and the east is west. So you see how they flipped already? They didn't flip the compass. So now everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is or what something is. So key word that I want people to see, yeah, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going. Now, I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded to 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here, Temple Inn. You see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little places. Hold on, you see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden, you see Cuba, you see China. Or whenever
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to rewind it because he's talking so confident, like what he's saying is a fact. This is sad. This is sad, y'all. We need to do better. Just study the Bible, man. Forget all this other stuff, man.
they're trying to see where something is or what something is. So key word that I want people to see, yeah, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going. Now, I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded to 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois?
So that's the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco. First off, looking at the plan, I don't know if it's a fair. It could be a fair. That could be true. But like that could just be something that they said in the comments and people running with. What I do know for a fact, you see this? Perry Hamilton. All that belongs to us. Salute, brother. Excellent video. Confirmation. Where is this so I can go? Look, this is sad. But you see, you got Morocco. It says something California, Illinois, Lincoln exhibit. So it's an exhibit. I don't know if it's for a fair. Nothing on there said fair. And exhibit don't just mean that it's a fair. It could have been something that they planned on creating and just never created. We don't know. I found the extra map, but let's finish. What we do know for sure is this is not Jerusalem. This close to Morocco. This close to Virginia and Georgia. This close to California, which is right next to the Temple Inn, which is right down the street from Illinois, which is right around the corner from Japan. This is what we know for a fact, y'all. This guy is pushing this like he found something groundbreaking. I don't know if he had just smoked or what was going on with him. Maybe he had just smoked and he was a little bubbly in the brain and got overexcited and didn't sit there to actually pay attention to what was going on. Because he didn't explain where he was at, where this was located, and what this was originally about previously. He didn't explain that. Let's keep it going.
Illinois, California was right over here, Temple Inn, you see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little places. Hold on, you see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden, you see Cuba, you see China, you see Belgium, yep, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy, all of these places were over here, right on this land specifically, right? And this little thing that you see right here, you see how they got it a sky view? This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what.
You see? So then he come to a different picture. He not letting us know where they see us. Where they see this could just be a painting. It could have never existed. But he coming out with a picture. I don't know much. But he coming out with a picture like, see? This is what it was like when they came over here and took our land. We was built up, baby. They took it all from us. Israel, Jerusalem, Europe. And like these type of arguments make people sound ridiculous, man. It makes us sound ignorant. Let's keep it going.
What they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, more. Stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think we ain't had this whole... Got it a sky view? This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, more. Stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think...
And people be like so into you. Like I was talking to somebody. I don't have a problem with Moors. I talk to a lot of Moors, but I was talking. There's a lot of people trying to join Moors. I mean, they're not bruised for the most part. I mean, they might be by bloodline, but they don't believe in what we believe. So I'm not as close to them. Not all of them. As like the bruise, of course, right? But this is the thing. A Moor literally told me, like they be on this, like we from here, we run it with this and that. And I was literally, we was talking about history. And the more we go back to like before Christ, because he's talking about Roman stuff, right? Caesar and all of that. We're talking about before Christ, and he mentioned it more. Like Moors didn't exist before Christ. Like people act like the Moors were the people here 4,000 years ago. There was no Moors 4,000 years ago, bruh. There's no such thing as a Moor 4,000 years ago. According to what I learned from history, the people who moved into that part of the Middle East were actually the Egyptians, the real Egyptians who were taken out of Egypt when Egypt was taken down, and the power went over to the Arabs, and they ran from Egypt or fled from Egypt and built that land around or surrounding Morocco before, or somewhere around that region. I could be butchering the name because it's not like I'm just researched this recently. I researched this years ago. So until Muhammad enlightened them, right? And then Muhammad enlightened them, and then they left where they were and went into Spain and conquered Spain. I know that's when we get the real deep history. But the Moors weren't around before Christ. So people use Moors and all of that to override being a Hebrew. And I don't get that. Like Hebrew's been around from the beginning. Like at least from Abram. Like Moors were not around during that time period. Let's keep it going.
We ain't had this whole land on lock. Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaves ain't built no White House. We did. We built all this. Moors did, baby. Ancient Morocco. Now, I'm going to go back to this, because remember, if the new Morocco was founded in 1952, then that must have been the people that purchased this land and took the Jerusalem from over here and threw it over there. They took Morocco from over here and threw it over there, because we can find letters from George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco. So if the Morocco that's established over there in 1952, if that was just established, then this must have been the Morocco he was writing to. That's why they got Cahokia, Illinois, and you also got a Cahokia in what? Exactly, or Cairo, shall I say. You got a Cairo, Illinois, and they say the
So they had a Mexican restaurant too, huh? In a refrigerant, in a refrigerating plant, an observation wheel. Yeah, I guess they just had all of this stuff, huh? Mexican restaurant right out here, huh? This. See, it's people like that that'd be pretty funny, man. Let's keep it going.
Cahokia mounds. We got a lot of mounds over here. We were mound builders. They didn't want to call us pyramid builders. They called us mound builders. Let's keep that in mind. You see, we got Tennessee over here, Idaho, fraternity. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Virginia, Georgia.
Tennessee, Idaho, Virginia, Georgia. Like, bruh. Are you saying Virginia only got 2 buildings in it and Georgia only got 1? Like, how are you coming up? How does this make sense to somebody? How does this make sense to somebody, y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat. How does this make sense? Please make it make sense.
Come on, man. Like it never stops. You see, Missouri was way up here. So we in Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now, but how Missouri way up here? How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now? But Missouri is just this little teeny place next to Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How is New York all the way over here? Ohio.
Look. It says, damn right we need to take it back. I live on the E for some reason. I always said West Side. What? Not my sound stopped while watching this. So like people mad the sound. Look at, and then you see how people freestyle and keep things going. It says the compass is flipped because the original direction was that of the spirit in the afterlife. Everything is backwards in the Amdwat. And people literally like oh my goodness, man. People, this is sad, man. He said, when I saw Great Britain misspelled. Where is this whole map based in? Bro, I'm so invested. Where is this museum? He said, bro said explosion instead of exposition. He had that typo. He said, look, bro got y'all here thinking we had the entire earth on one state in one state 100 years ago. I stay in the miles. This one says they did not have a place called Mexican restaurant in 1904 or ever. Oh man, this is crazy. Somebody said, knew this. Everything we taught is a lie. Everything. I'm sorry, y'all. This is hilarious. This is love that it says Mexican restaurant next to California. This person said I had to download this to my phone. I know they are gonna try and delete this soon. Oh my goodness. Facts, hood job. That's the problem. It's too hood. Look, this lady said this is why I hate TikTok. Look. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep it. H-Town Goddess. Thank you, brother. So she from Houston. She out here like me in Houston. She said, thank you, brother. Man, this is one of the reasons, like old girl said, this is one of the reasons I don't like TikTok, because people get on here and literally had the whole world confused. So I took this time to obliterate this false stuff, because you can see it's false in his video. Yet I've tried to talk to people about this personally, and oh, you didn't watch the video, you don't know. You don't know. You didn't watch it. You just don't believe. You just don't believe. Oh, all we should do is believe in God, believe in your husband, believe in the church. That's it. Believe in God, Christ, your husband, and the church. If you married, believe in your husband, in the church. Children, believe in your parents. That's as simple. That's what you should believe in. That's crazy. Let's keep it going.
New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem, for those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is. This.
I'm sorry, y'all. This dude said for those who claim they're Israelites don't even know where Israel is. No, we gotta go back and hear that again. This is sad, y'all. This is sad.
How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now? But Missouri is just this little teeny place next to Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How is New York all the way over here? Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem, for those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is. This is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa.
Didn't he just have another Jerusalem? And then he come to this one. Sorry, buddy. I gotta go to that again. I'm sorry. This is sad. And he keep making himself sound bad. Like, dang, this is sad, bruh.
Over here, Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem, for those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is. This is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa, you got Mississippi, and mind you, if you're wondering why it looks so confusing, you should be. They flipped your whole world upside down. So you see south is north, north is south, east is west.
So y'all heard what he said. If you're a brew, sorry, buddy. You don't even know where your Jerusalem is. You see how people be. I hope he sees how he's sounding. I hope he probably will never see, because to him he's just on some brainwave historic information. Like, it's beyond the brainwaves. It's like it's beyond everything. This information is just, y'all don't know. Y'all don't see, y'all, them people claim to be Israelites. You don't even know where Jerusalem is.
West is east. So you have to learn a whole new form of directions. And remember, that right there, if you're wondering where that compass comes from, I'll show you. The compass that you see, if you know nothing about the quote-unquote Mayan calendar, they do. It's right there, see? Make windows out of it, make all kinds of signs out of it. Let's keep that in mind. So that's where your compass comes from. This is how we knew how to navigate, right? Seeing that quote-unquote what they call Mayan calendar, what we call it the moral compass and mental magic. Of course, because we do not go by anybody else's name.
Well, first off, you're not Mayan, buddy. You're not a Mayan. Yeah, I'm sure they had their own compasses in the Moor, whatever he was talking about, but you're not Mayan. And their calendar was around long before Moors ever existed. So you can't even try to do that. Like, you can't try to do that. This is what be killing me. You see, we are the Moors. Like, I don't have a problem with Moors. The only problem I have is when they do this and they falsify information because they believe in their head they have all the knowledge, when in reality, all these people, they leading astray. Makes sense, right? Thank you for this. The truth always shows up. I've been wanting to see that map serious. Sir, thank you. This even a white guy. That's crazy. Even white guys on the Kool-Aid. Whoa. Thanks, bruh. Yep, best believe it. How do I get that map? Man. He says, so my internal compass is right. Bad with directions, my ass. He says, bro, please be careful. Don't let them take you, because you're telling the truth, and everyone, including me, needs to hear this. You see? So they don't want to hear the word. They don't want to hear the Bible. They don't hear somebody make up stuff, falsify a map, and give no real understanding or reasoning to it.
Yeah, they said that we'd never rise again, so hey. I just wanted to show y'all one more time so you can see just how deep this was and how good this particular land itself is. Instead of going everywhere else and looking everywhere else, remember the west is east, the east is west. The north is south, the south is north. So they just kind of had it all flipped up. They kept the symbol the same, but they put the N up here, S down here. W over here, east over there. So now you think this is the west, and we think that's the east. But really everything just kind of been what? Flipped. Right? So like I said, this is in 1904, just so you can see the date, see we're not joking. That's in 1904. Now, if the new Morocco was established in 1925, March 2nd, I think, no, 1952, March 2nd, then who is that? Who is that little? And you see they got the little pyramids within that. Who is that specifically? See Jerusalem. Who is that? You see a lot of these different, they say Mexican restaurant. Who is that? Who and exactly what was that? You see India, you see Guatemala, you see Puerto Rico. Long before it was divided and separated into corporations and just made corporate states and corporate nations more. So going back to the actual natural nations, you see Cuba, once again up in there. You see Italy. So when you see them talking about us basically running up in this or running up in that and doing that, no, we were basically right over here, buddy. See Annex, see the Philippines, right over here. All this is over here. The Philippine exhibition. You're seeing the top sky view, right? With the information right on the inside of it. Just letting y'all get a little. And you see Arrowhead Lake, right? Arrowhead Lake. You know we got Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Keep that in mind. I don't know if they got any.
Get these gems.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. This person said, please be careful. It said, somebody said 200 years from now, someone gonna find a Disney World map and say the same thing. It says people don't know who the Moors were. So much of our culture is not being taught. Like, oh my goodness. This person said, I had a dream of the first painting you showed me. Somebody said, you for real? It's true, even English language is backwards. They twisted the truth in all different directions. From where the location was, they probably faced south, starting the compass at the top on the south. Oh my goodness. This is sad. And a lot of people is worried about this dude for his safety because they think he just dropping so much hardcore truth. And I cannot replay that video because it's just so much madness. I'm not gonna do it. So on that note, I put up the map for everybody. So they did. This is what the map says. About this item, I didn't even read the title before. It says World's Fair. So this is a World's Fair map. So this was like the big fair back in the day. World's Fair, St. Louis, 1904. Ground Plan, Louisiana Purchase Exposition. St. Louis, Missouri, World's SIC Fair, 1904. Opens April 30th, 1904. Closes December 1st, 1904. So this is one. That's why I wanted to come in here to actually put the proof on it. We could go down here and look at all this stuff he was looking at. All right, they got the Germany, tree planting Germany, forestry, fish and game, tree planting USA, Great Britain, Cuba. Yo, China's that small? Belgium, Brazil, Mexico. So you see what I'm saying? Dude literally put up a map of the World Fair. Thank God some of them people on that post went and actually looked it up to see that this is a World Fair's map. Like I Googled it, but I actually just had read that to find out it was a World's Fair map. So see it says right there at the bottom. Why didn't you go to that? Ground Plan, Louisiana Purchase Exposition, St. Louis, Missouri, World's Fair. So he just skipped that. You gotta be careful with these people, y'all. Without any further ado, let's get into these scriptures, man. So we're gonna go through 2 Peter 2 and 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, right? Destruction shall bring in destruction, loss of choice or opinion. So they bringing in destructionable opinions or choices, right? Even denying the Lord that brought them, right? So they don't believe they came on ships. They believe that the whole world was over here. So that's kind of like denying the Bible, right? Excuse me. And bring upon themselves swift destruction, right? It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, right? By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of, right? So the people, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. So these people will have us feeling like, or not us feeling, but people feeling like we're evil, we're wrong, we don't know anything, we just don't believe, instead of doing the proper research. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. You see? Formed, molded words, right? Make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. So these people, a lot of times they be off. They in the midst of judgment, and they gonna come up with something to get famous, get people on watching them. How many views did this have? I don't know if we could tell how many views it had. It's got 150K likes. We can't tell the views, but it probably got millions of views. Oh, excuse me. 150,000 people liked it though. So 150,000 people thought that this was very good information, which is sad. You gotta be careful of these false people, right? 2 Timothy 3, and let's start at 5, right? Or we'll start at 1. Know this, it says, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. Watch this. Having a form of godliness, right? But denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Right? Because what did he say? For all those claiming to be Israelites, y'all don't even know where Israel is. Huh. Right? Right? Having a form of godliness, he's actually probably Israel, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep inside houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning. And you see that? This dude ever learning, always finding something to study, and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now, as James and Jambres withstood Moses, right? So do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith, but they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. Let's hit this next scripture, which is Isaiah 9 and 16, right? It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed, right? So you got to be careful. The leaders Let's go. It says, the ancient and the honorable, he is the head. And the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. You see that? So these are the tail people. These are people you shouldn't be hearing. For the leaders of these people cause them to err. So whoever leading him is probably causing him to err. And whoever he's leading, as y'all can see, all them people giving the man props like, bro, you put me on this world-breaking information. Thank you, bro. And they that are led of them are destroyed. All right, let's get into the next chapter. This is Jeremiah 50. We're going to start at 6. Right? It says, my people hath been lost sheep. Right? Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. So these people done got y'all. We went from mountain to hill into the cities. And now in 2023, when God is waking up the people of God, showing us where our land is, he said, that's Jerusalem. Do you not know what all encompasses Jerusalem? Israel, even Israel, the country right now, that's not all of Jerusalem. We got Jordan, Turkey, parts of Syria, Egypt, parts of all those lands make up Jerusalem. It's a piece of every one of them countries to make up what we had. But you see what it says. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill, and they have forgotten their resting place. This brother think everything in the world was set up over here in America. You forgot where you from. You forgot where we rested as a people, brother. And last but not least, we're going to go to Acts 20 and 30, right? It says, for I know this, or we're going to start at 29. For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. And also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them. Right? Therefore watch and remember that by the space of 3 years I cease not to warn everyone, night and day with tears. And now, brethren, I command you to God and to the word of his grace, which are able to build you up and give you an inheritance among them which ye are sanctified. I have coveted no man's silver or gold or apparel. Yea, ye yourselves know that these hands have ministered unto my necessities. So everything I got from working. But what did it say? Let's go up to the top again. After my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. So they're going to have no care for the people. Because he thinks he's right. That's what's so sad. He thinks he's right without even fully doing the research. I hope that he didn't just plan this and it was just to deceive the people. Because if he did it out of ignorance, that's one thing. If he did it out of like, I purposely just wanted to see how ignorant people was and mess with them, that's messed up. Because now you done got hundreds of thousands of people believing what you said. And I only found this video. My cousin sent me this video. But I heard about this from another cousin. So I'm glad I got to find this video so I could actually get on the phone. Because when I heard it from my other cousin, I was like, man, bro, that's not true. I don't know where you heard it from, but people on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, sometimes they just be making up stuff, right? It says, also of your own self shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them, right? Speaking perverse things. Oh, America, we owned it all. We owned the whole world. We had the most technology. We have flying ships. This was Tartarus. This country ain't America. This was called Tartarus. And I looked that up because somebody told me that. I found out Tartarius or Tartarus, however you pronounce it, is in China, is in Asia. That's not even over here. But no, I saw it on a map. the map said maybe they had a fair where Tartarus was in another state. Oh my goodness. So this is it, y'all. This is the end of the video. I just want to say, whether you like the video or you didn't like the video, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, man, and hop in the comments. Let's talk about this. I want to know how many people watch my page believe him, and how many people would have believed him, and then how many people would have never believed him, or how many people did I enlighten to where it's like, no, I wouldn't believe him. You gave us the information. So tell me, whether you would have believed him, would never have believed him, did believe him. You saw that before. You did believe him until you saw my video, or and let me know, like, because it's the most clownish, foolish thing, and to see our people back behind it like that, it is truly, truly sad. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and let's hop in the chat. Let's talk about this. Hopefully the chat's on fire on this video, because this is a video where there's a lot to talk about. It actually had me smiling and giggling. Probably had that one dude get on here and say, "Why you giggling? Why you giggling? What you happy for?" People be so sad, man. So on that note, I just want to say Thawada, which means thank you. Kaula Haya by Shimyashai, which is all praises in the name of the Father. Wait, all praises to the Father. I'm sorry. Kaula Haya by Shimyashai. All praises to the Father in the name of his son, Yeshaya, right? And I want to say Shalom, which is peaceful greetings, since we're going to be on our exit. And Barakatah, which is blessings. Bless you, right? Barakatah, bless you. And on that note, peace out. I'll catch you on another video. Oh, one more thing before I hit the final peace out. I will be having a live streams coming soon. So, like I say, and put that in the comments too. If y'all want to discuss, you got a time you think I should do it, or that's best for most of the people who watch the video. So I do want y'all to be able to catch it live, even if it's like only 50 to 100 of y'all. I would rather have all 100 of y'all live, so I could actually talk to you in the flesh and on some of the topics that we're talking about. So let me know it's a good time, a good day, and I'll try to work it out with Jay, and hopefully we can get some of y'all on the panel as guest panelists, and we could talk it up and do it up. So on that note, like I say, I just want to say Barakatah, which is bless you, and peace out. Until the next time. Peace, y'all.